Now that was God.
Have you ever had something great happen to you, and you thought, boy am I ever lucky? If so, take a moment and consider whether it was actually luck, or if, perhaps, God was there looking after you. Here is Nancy's story, from Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Nancy, and I have a God story for you. First, I should tell you that my goal for 2021 is to bike 2,021 miles. Well, one day I was getting ready to bike, and where I was, the sky was clear, but I could see in the distance the rain clouds and that it was actually raining in the distance. And I thought, oh, should I bike today or should I wait? And I thought, well, don't be a baby. Just, if you're going to get a little wet, you're going to get a little wet. Don't let it bother you. So I set out, and I'm going straight in the direction where there's this rain cloud. And I figured in about 10 miles, I'm going to hit it. And I kept watching it, and, it was still there. And finally, when I got to about an hour into my ride, I came around a bend over a little hill, and I looked, and that rain cloud it just disappeared. And there wasn't another rain cloud for quite a distance. And I thought, wow, that's really odd. And I thought, I'm really lucky, and I kept riding my bike and focused on the next rain cloud that was in the distance, and it looked like it was over the next town over. And I was thinking, oh, I hope I can get home before this rain cloud comes to where we live. And but make a long story short, I got home, didn't get rained on, came home, sat in the living room, and looked out the window, and I thought, oh, I'll just watch it start pouring now that I'm home. But it didn't, and I watched some TV, and after a while I looked out the window, and I thought, oh, it's raining now. I went to the kitchen and looked out the back patio doors, and I thought, oh, it doesn't really look like it's raining in the back. So I went outside and looked up, and it was not raining. The deck was not even wet. It had not rained. And I thought, that's really weird. So I went back in, went to the front door, looked out, opened the door, and it was raining, good steady rain. So I called down to my husband. I said, Lee, come up here, come look at something. And he came up and he said, well, what is it? And I said, look outside, what do you see? And he said, I don't know, it's raining. I said, yeah, exactly, now follow me. And we went up the stairs, through the kitchen, out the back door, onto the deck. And I said, now what do you see? And he said, yeah, it's not raining back here. And he said, and it hasn't rained because the deck is dry. And I said, isn't that weird? And he said, yeah. So we went in, and we didn't really discuss it anymore, but I started thinking, is God trying to tell us something? Because this is really weird, and maybe I should pay attention to it. So I remembered on my bike ride, after it did not rain on me and the rain cloud moved away for no reason at all, it was like God was telling me that it wasn't because of luck that he did that. He has the power to make the rain stop or start. He has the power to make the clouds move. And so I said, yes, God, you're right. I did not give you credit, and I should have. Glory be to God. You are the one that made it so that it didn't rain on me. So that's my God story for today.
Now that was God.
God has the power to move rain clouds. And just like in Nancy's story, he has the power to make it rain in the front of your home, but not in the back of it. We are to acknowledge the power of God and to give him glory.
I will praise you, O Lord my God, with all my heart, and I will glorify your name forevermore. Psalm chapter 86, verse 12.
Who is he, this King of glory? The Lord Almighty, he is the King of glory. Psalm chapter 24, verse 10.
It is God who makes the sun rise and causes rain to fall. Matthew 5, verse 45.
Whoever acknowledges me before others,
I will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. Matthew 10, verse 32.
Thank you for listening. If you have a story you'd like to share, email it to nowthatwasgod@gmail.com. This YouTube channel is solely for the purpose of praising and glorifying God.
Don't forget to click on the logo button below to subscribe to this channel.